Doesn't it seem every time you have a goal that someone or something is always trying to get in front of it? Do you ever have that problem? Well, for me, my goal was, start a YouTube channel, get it rocking and rolling. And I just seem to struggle with that all the time. Every time I get momentum, I start going, and it's always something that, jumps in the way and kind of stop me from doing what I gotta do. So today, we're gonna get right to it. I'm gonna tell you how I attained this yard. So we moved on this neighborhood about 3 to 4 years ago, and before I moved in this neighborhood, we toured all the houses, and the normal house buying stuff. And the realtor asked us, do we want to take a look at this crib? So we took a look at it, well out of our price range, but still just wanted to see what that price range had to offer. So very nice house inside. I think after we closed on our house, this house was purchased, I think either a year later or 8 months later. But we noticed once the new homeowner got in this place, they never, I won't say never, but they didn't upkeep the yard. And they did have a crew coming out here for them. I don't know why they stopped coming out here. But I ended up obtaining this yard through not through me just knocking on the door, or not just me riding by with my equipment. She actually found my business, I guess from the phones, me driving by, whatever. She found my business contact, and she reached out to me, and she was like, hey, can I get my yard done for once a month? Now mind you, we don't cut once a month. If you call us and tell us that you want once a month cutting, we gonna tell you, yeah, we don't do that. You probably just have to find someone else. But in this circumstance, well, for her circumstances, it ended up being, I don't know, a little beneficial for her, because we only live a couple doors down. So I gave her a sweet deal, and not for her, it's for the neighborhood, because I want this thing to look, respectable. She probably didn't have the means, or some people just don't really care about lawn maintenance like that. So I decided to make sure the neighborhood looks good. I'm gonna give her a good deal, and we'll keep it tidy for her. She did have a crew mowing it, but I believe either, she was too cheap for them, or she didn't want it. She didn't want the mowing as frequent as she needed, especially during the summertime. But for me, I didn't really care. I'm really literally a couple doors down, and just to keep the yard clean, I didn't mind it, because it's gonna increase the value of the neighborhood, in my opinion. So I wanted to make sure, and as a good neighbor, just take care of the neighbors, make sure everybody's all right. I never met this person. I don't even know if this person is AI or whatever. But since we came to that agreement, everything's been easy peasy. I come over. For this instance, you can see me in my pajamas. I woke up. Normally do my yard in the morning, and I was like, you know what? I'm finna go do the neighbor's yard, but you know you don't want to put on all that equipment, pants, long sleeve, you know, all the extra stuff. So I just hopped out of bed and strolled down and get the neighbor's yard. Yeah, I didn't overgrown yard next to my yard. I know you probably wondering how much